Ladies and gentlemen, we have bad news if you're a Lion fan because it's the division, but it's even worse from the person sitting across from me. The Green Bay Packers have signed safety Xavier McKinney from the New York Giants, 4 years, $68 million.
Yeah, that's great. He's not just safety, he's an all-pro.
I know.
He's not just safety, he's a guy who gave up, I think, 0 touchdowns as the closest man in coverage last year. Not just safety, he's a guy the Giants drafted and had on campus and had a chance to pay. And, you know, being a Giant fan, this is what it is, basically. With no payoff.
You did win 3 Super Bowls
Mike,
in your lifetime.
Mike, it was 13 years ago. You were barely 50.
That's true. It's a good
It doesn't matter.
Well, okay, real quick. When does the statute of limitations run out on a Super Bowl?
10 years.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't live in Kenny Holland's world. 10 years.
Okay. Now, what if you've never won one before? Is it different?
And I don't care.
Okay,
I don't know
10 years.
what to say. Don't just look. All I know is the Giants are basically the Giants are turning tricks on the corner for all the other NFC teams. Joe Shane's out there in a G-string. And now basically, here, Philly, you want Saquon? Done. Hey, Green Bay, want to bust the Lions' chops? Here's an all-pro safety who's 25 years old and has a sweet hairdo. Half his hair's blonde, the other's black. It's incredible. I got nothing, man. I'm done. I want to be a Lions fan in the worst way, to be supportive, and they don't even run their franchise the right way because they're at the altar. I need something this week, Mike. I need L'Jarius Sneed.
I get it. Would you take Kendall Fuller and be happy?
Ish.
Okay.
Happy-ish.
Okay.
I would need Kendall Fuller and a side dish. We would need some Brussels sprouts or something here.
Okay.
And we would need a baked potato somewhere. But you get my point.
I know. And look, and I said the same thing. It's time. We're not asking for them to go into, like I said, Neiman Marcus or walk into Somerset and get one from each store, okay? Just give us one. At least me, just one. One premier free agent.
Well, I just tell you, Xavier McKinney's a difference maker. Like, he's really good. Like, this is just me telling you as a Giants fan who watches him every week, he's really effing good. I have no idea what the plan of my team is other than attempting to shove their head up their collective organizational ass. All right, David, how about some ticket text? It's sunny out. Who's feeling good? You know, Kenny, your team put a poop patch on their jersey. Pretty sure the Giants have one on their stadium.
Well, that's an awful stadium to begin with.
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Good thing it's only hosted one playoff game since 2010 between the Jets and Giants. Hatchet?
Stoney, you're overreacting. If this is the same on Wednesday afternoon, we have a conversation. Still time for the deal: Hunter, Sneed, or Williams.
And you're right, he's
correct.
not wrong to ask the question of, do you need this?
Right.
Is it mandatory?
I'm not saying it has to happen today.
Holmes has to make moves. They didn't reach the ultimate goal, and other teams are already getting better. Don't be content with quote-unquote almost. Lions need a legit cornerback one edge to help Aiden and another guard. Yes, they need to go out there and get an A1 talent. Brad Holmes is going to epically fail this free agency class. I don't see anything yet, and I don't expect to see anything later. Someone else is saying, give them time. It's possible they have an eye on Bosa and the Mac situation. LA has until Wednesday to cut or trade them both. I believe they're waiting.
Well, this might make Mike happy, or probably not.
What? Just leave me alone, will you please?
The Giants have found their Saquon Barkley replacement, Devin Singletary.
Just tell me they paid him in, like, taquitos.
I don't know. I'm waiting for the...
Just leave me alone. Like hot roller items from 7-Eleven or something. Come on.
He's there.
I'll take that pretzel with cheese.
Hey, you know what else I love? This is the other thing that kills me. All these GMs are supposed to be the smartest people on the planet. All they do is sign their old players. Hey, Joe Shane and Brian Dayball, how about some non-Bills?
Well, there should be a lot of Bills out there defensively after what happened the last week.
Great. Just do me a favor. Do me a solid. All these. Leave me alone for the rest of the segment.
Okay.
Take the calls. Go F yourselves.
Okay.
And just leave me alone.
All right.
All right. My team has just been
I'm gonna take the
pilfered.
calls? All right.
My team has been pimped by the rest of the NFC. Leave me alone. I want to collect my feelings.
Let's go to Jacob in Plymouth here in 97 on the ticket.
Hey guys, I'm thinking you guys are right. Too many Lions fans are living like the 50 cents a day kids, and they're afraid to ask for a little shrimp cocktail or steak.
Mom, I go to Red Lobster every year. Just once, let me go to
Jacob's doing a reset for a starving kid in a third world country there. The 50 cents a day.
Oliver.
Oh, my.
Can I have some porridge, sir?
Oh, you win.
Well, my theory with Holmes is he keeps wanting to show what they're going to be like if they ever get healthy, and the defensive line's never been healthy, and it's not good enough. The other teams are getting better. Depth is fantastic. Who doesn't love depth? But you got to get some players, and if you got somebody on the defensive end that would make Hutchinson better, it makes everything better. Get a better secondary, one more guy in the secondary. There's 3 or 4 players away from actually being a really good team. Last year, they just played like a good team.
That's a great point.
It is. And look, Jacob, they got hot. They rode the wave. It was fantastic. But what fans are going to learn is what's past is past. You're not starting where you left off last year. And second of all, you're going to be the hunted. It's going to be a different thing. And that's not just from a scheduling basis. It's from how people prepare for you. And it is from, okay, we've seen their best shot. Now we have an entire year to counter that. And I'm telling you, part of what the Packers just did is countering that. They are adding someone who must be accounted for on every snap. And that's...
Well, the Vikings got better on the defensive line. The Bears have a lot of moves that they can make. If we're just sitting pat just gets you killed.
I agree.
You got to keep moving. I mean, like they always say in the battlefield, keep moving. If you sit, you're just an open target.
I'm with you 100%. It's why I want them to go the distance here. I think you can win a Super Bowl.
248-539-9797.
Now back to my sulking.
Yes.
Go ahead, Stoney.
Greg in Detroit. What's up, Greg?
You guys are so crazy. But listen to me, guys. I really, really, really need your help.
Okay.
I have not been the same since the Lions played San Francisco. I have watched no sports. Every day I come home, I watch the first half, and then I go to bed. That's what I do. Because, guys, I'm not used to this. There's no points of reference for me as a fan. I never talked football in February. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to act, and I'm just trying to be cool. I listen to you guys, get your perspectives, but I don't want to spend a lot of money. I like Brad Holmes' perspective. To me, is positions by committee, because what are you going to do if you pay all this money, you get this high-priced player, and he tears his Achilles in camp? Then where are you?
Well, you're not spending all your money. We're not asking them to spend all his money. We're asking them to spend a lot of money on one player, one position. It's not just, we're not just sitting there going, all right, there's a wide receiver, go spend the money. No, it has to be measured, and there are instances of players still available that would get a damn good contract that would definitely help this football team.
And they have time to do it.
Yes.
It's just, Greg, what I'm not changing is where I'm at, they're close. They're very close. But the other teams, you're now tracking yourself against the teams you believe you're going to see in the playoffs. Teams like the Packers, right? If you want a home playoff game, you have to win this division, which means, in all likelihood, minimum splitting with the Pack, or, God help you, you get a hammerlock on the division if you beat them twice. Well, the Pack just got a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
All right? The Eagles have gotten exponentially better. It's the third best run blocking line in football, adding Saquon. Now, just because I don't pay a running back doesn't mean they don't. They did.
And also, granted, it's in the worst division in football probably, but the Atlanta Falcons got better today.
And must be accounted for.
Yes.
Because having a real quarterback with those weapons, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the only thing that they were really missing? Yeah, or they win the division the last 2 years.
Right, and they've upgraded their defense. They obviously need a quarterback. I mean, the Vikings I was thinking about as well. Vikings upgraded their defense, but they need a quarterback.
Yeah, so that's really all it's about. And they have time. There's no real player yet that I am like, damn. I mean, the Bryce Huff thing comes down to fit. I do get a little nervous paying an undrafted free agent that type of money, but he performed. Now, a lot of that will go into fit and where he lines up and how it works. Not mad.
The Steelers just got a punter hatchet. You're going to be happy about that. Cameron Johnson. Used to be with Philly and Houston. All right, let's go to Scott. I'm just trying to take anything away from Valenti here so he won't actually cry on our
I'm fine.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Stoney. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Oh, super.
Well, guys, when I looked at the Lions going into the offseason, my two biggest concerns were the guards and the corners. I think as the days gone on, the contract we signed Glasgow to is actually starting to look really reasonable.
Yes.
And actually, considering he has the ability to play center as well, I think we got him at a bargain. Now, we're going to need to address the other guard position, whether that's in the draft or later in free agency. But I really want us to do something with a corner, whether that's a trade, whether that's signing a free agent, even if that's something in the draft. I trust Brad Holmes with his player evaluation. He seems to know a good player when he sees it. Now I need him to use all the avenues he has to go out and address that. I look at Cam Sutton, how he played last year, and the whole season, not the end, the whole season, and I give him a C+. I don't know what Pro Football Focus or the other ones do, but I need to get another corner in there that's a B. Last year, to be generous, the other corners across from Cam were a C or lower. I don't need a C+ and a C as my starting corners. I need a minimum of a C+. I can live with one, but the other gentleman needs to be a B or higher, and we need to upgrade that.
Yeah, you're right. And Brad Holmes has been amazing in the draft. There's no doubt about it. He has. Free agency, not so much. Now, in fairness, there was a little bad luck when it came to Emmanuel Mosley and Gardner Johnson, their two big free agent signings last year, along with Sutton. I mean, they didn't play. They got hurt.